Welcome to Footsteps and Tire Tracks, guys, and today we're going to continue our series of Android car launchers, and today we're going to be looking at AutoZen. Now, I took a little bit of criticism over this one from a couple of people because I really didn't give it enough chance. I didn't look at it really seriously enough in the video I made previously. That was multiple car launchers and I was looking for my favorite car launcher. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to load it up. We're going to work our way through it like we've done in the previous videos of car launchers, and hopefully give you as balanced a view of AutoZen as I can, and help you, basically just decide whether you like it or not. Totally unbiased. We're installing all the Android car launchers onto the same Android tablet. It's a Samsung tablet, until we get to some that I know won't be able to be installed on here and we will have to move into the car. But for the time being, we're going to do everything from here on a tablet. I'm going to get a nice screenshot of it, so it'll be screen recorded, so you'll see exactly what's going on. So here we go. We're into, I'm disappearing up in the corner now, and or over there somewhere. I don't know. Where am I going to go? I'll go there. So here we are. We're in Google Play. So I've searched for AutoZen Car Launcher. And you can see there we are, AutoZen Car Launcher. What does it say about it? It's got a 4.3 rating. Quite a varied sort of reviews there. 5. So there's quite a lot of good reviews there, although it does come out 4.3. Let's install it and have a look for ourselves. So again, it's 56.2 meg to install it. Relatively large compared to some of the Android car launchers we've already installed. So let's open it up and see how we get on. Okay, so we're straight away, AutoZen converts your device into a smart car dashboard companion. Secure your phone to a dashboard mount and use the app safely. Keep your eyes on the road and follow the applicable laws. This app uses third-party SDKs which might include identifiable data. This data might be shared with third parties to improve the app. You can opt out at any time from the settings. So we'll find that as we're going through. Right, so let's move on. So give access to improve the experience. Permission can be changed from your device app settings. So it wants location, phone, contacts, and microphone. So we're going to allow all that. Record audio while using the app. Access your contacts. Make calls. AutoZen asks for your consent to use personal data. Now if we go into manage options, well, there you see it for yourself. You can see what they're asking for. I'm going to say yes for the purpose of this. Enable notifications. That's navigations. That's so you've got your Google Maps notifications coming up. So we're going to allow that. Notification access is required to control media players, navigation, messages, and more. Turn these on the next screen. So you can see there, AutoZen requires notification access. So we'll turn it on. Go back. And that takes us in to the basic page. Now I think this is where I sort of got to when I installed it last time. I didn't really honestly give it much chance. I had a look around, I said, don't like the look of that. And that's pretty much as far as we got. So we didn't go very much further than that. So it's instantly found Spotify. So we're going to pause that for the minute. And down along the bottom, we have 4 icons. We have phone, notifications, and microphone. So let's go into the first one, which looks like apps on all other launchers, but this one here shows you YouTube Music, various bits and pieces. It's all the bits and pieces really that are car related. So we got settings there, we got edit, we got AutoZen. Let's go and have a look at AutoZen first of all. So that just takes us straight back to AutoZen. Okay, so if we go into edit, that just literally takes us into launcher apps. So we'll go back. Oh, so then we go into settings. That's a funny way to get to it, isn't it? So we got get premium and unlock all the features. Turn by turn navigation, general, gestures, floating bubble, my car, manage your car, settings, TPMS and more, messaging, phone calls, themes, media, voice, startup, tutorials. Okay, so instantly we've had a little bit of a problem with AutoZen. It locked up on me, and so we've come back. I had to reboot the tablet to actually get to where we are again. So you can see across the top at the moment, we're on the basic version. It's got ads across the top. So we're going to go back in to where we were, and hopefully this time we won't get the issues. So we went into settings, I believe, and we have the various different options down the side there. The premium, maps, general, my car, messaging, phone calls, themes, media, voice, startup, tutorials, rate this app, about, and legal information. So we're going to start off, we're going to go into premium. Now you can see here that we have 3 options. If I go to the right, we have the basic, and you can see it features ad-free, which is interesting, so I can see ads across the top. So maybe you have to pay for the basic version. Then we have the premium version, and you can see the difference there. We went across to there. You can see the difference. The navigation is powered by Mapbox, whereas the basic, there is no built-in navigation. So, and offline maps and navigation aren't available. Points of interest aren't available. And Premium Plus is navigations by Here Maps. Ad-free. So, starting from £3.49. So let's click on that a minute. Well, let's just go back a minute, and we go into the premium one and start a free trial. If you don't cancel your subscription in Google Play before the trial ends, you will be charged the price from a selected package. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in. So you can do a premium free trial, or premium plus you have to pay straight away. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a free trial. I want to find out what this is all about before I go too deep into this one. So we're going to start a free trial, and I'm only going to sign up. Oh, you can do a lifetime payment for £31. So if you liked it, that's not so bad, I suppose. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the 3 months, just in case I forget, and start the free trial. So I'm going to subscribe to that. So we've started a free trial now. Do I want to add a backup? No, I don't. Okay, so you'd hope it would just go into it. So I'm not quite sure whether we got to close it and come back into it now. So I think that's what we'll do. That feels a little tiny bit clunky already. So I've just put the device checker in the background so you can see the processor usage. Now let's go back in and launch AutoZen again. Okay, so we've got no adverts at the top, so it looks like we're actually going in. There's a bit of a strange view. Not to worry. Let's go in. We're going to select that again, and we're going to go into settings. Get premium and unlock all the features. Well, I thought we were. Let's see what happens. I've definitely gone. I'm just going to go have a look and see if it's actually come up on my Google account. Yes, I can see it's on my Google account. Next payment on the 10th of November. So it's now the 3rd of November. So yeah, 7 days. Okay, so we're going to start working our way through it now. We're not going to. I presume we've got the faux version that we're looking at. So we'll go turn to turn, so we can set our home address, our work address, which is something you do on Android anyway. So we can't download offline maps unless we go Premium Plus, which means we'll have to pay for that. Driving mode is car, warning alerts, play warning sound when approaching a speed camera. Enable or disable visual. So what do? I suppose we just, yeah, we have to go on every one. Speed trap, yeah. Police, yeah. Crash. All of this is available for free on Waze, remember. Construction, yeah. Hazard, yeah. So that's all there. Now, how are they getting their information from that? If they're getting it from Waze and we're charged to use this app, that's a bit sort of naughty really in some ways, because if you're using Waze, it's all about crowd sourcing the information. So I see an accident, I report it, other people using Waze know about it, and that's the way it works. I don't like the idea that you're going to pay for this app to get the same information, but let's not, you know, I'm not going to have a down on it. Route preference, avoid highways, avoid tolls. I'm going to say yes because we have got a toll bridge quite close to us. Enable speed limit, display speedometer. We'll have that one. Okay, so that's our navigation. General. So, metric system. So if we turn off metric system, we get, there you are, kilometers and miles an hour. It's called metric system. It's interesting. Temperature unit, degrees and Fahrenheit and degrees C. Keep screen on, you'd want to do that. Calendar, select the calendar options. So calendar to display all, hide day to day. Well, I don't think I want my calendar on my car launcher, but so we'll come out of that. Come down, set as launcher. As I've said in other videos, if you were to set that, then it would make it your default launcher. I don't want to be doing that while we're testing them, because I want to have the ability to be able to move in and around the operating system to be able to see it, show other things. But that's where you would do it. Enable floating bubble. Display a floating bubble when AutoZen is in the background. So you can click a bubble and it will come back to the foreground. Okay, so we'll select that for the minute, and it's going to have a permission of display over other apps, which we will do. You saw that flash there. We'll come back. I went back to one too many then, didn't I? Dynamic island. Display navigation instructions over all screens in the shape of a pill, similar to the dynamic island. Okay. Yes, we'd want that, wouldn't we? Tap behavior, single tap to expand the view, long press to open the view. Okay. Enable gestures, use the proximity sensors to perform some actions. Be interesting to see what that does. Do we get anything if I hold my hand over it? No. Hover action disabled. Hover, launch AutoZen from main screen, play, pause, next song. We'll just say next song. I'm not sure if that is. Return after call, return to AutoZen after hang up call. Well, if you're using it in your car, you'd want that, wouldn't you? So we'll go back, that's general. My car, manage your car. Set up tire pressure monitoring system. So if you've got tire pressure monitoring system, you continue on that. Display an alert when tire pressures, temperature or battery are not in a selected range. Enables faster Bluetooth scanning, frequent Bluetooth scan. So then we would be able to bind the sensors by selecting that one, and then we'd literally go and pair. Obviously we can't do that because I haven't got any tyres with TPMS, even on my car at the moment, so we wouldn't be able to show you that. The tyre pressure unit is PSI, however you've got KPA or bar as well as PSI. Tyre pressures, so this is where you'd have your range. I wouldn't have it that, you know. If my tyre pressure was, say for instance, you're running your tyres at 32 at the front, you'd want your range probably 34 to 30. You wouldn't want to get any softer than that before you get a warning. Temperature is always an interesting one. I think you'd have to really work out what your temperature you're normally running at and test it a little bit before you start putting warnings on, because you could end up with lots of warnings, especially if you're in a warmer country and your tyres run at hotter temperatures. Something you might have to look into a little bit and make your own decision what sort of ratings you want there. But that's where you would do the TPMS settings. So we're going to come back out of that and back out of that. So that's my car, and literally it's just TPMS settings. Messaging. So in here we can enable incoming notifications, enable messaging apps, WhatsApp, Slack, SMS, Signal, Telegram, Facebook Messenger. Would you want all this to distract you while you're driving? I don't know. Read automatically from incoming messages when they arrive. So you could select that and it would automatically read them. I don't know if I'd want that, but if you wanted it, you could have it. Skip replay, skip auto replay. When this option, the voice command will skip the reply voice command after reading the message. Play a notification when the incoming message, when a do not disturb is enabled. Preview incoming messages. So reply, I'm driving right now. Well, that's pretty good, and you can customize that to whatever you want. Automatic, so you'd have an automatic reply, I'm driving right now. So that's not a bad one. That's quite a nice one to have, that is. So that's your messaging. Phone calls. Enable phone calls. This feature will attempt to read incoming call notifications and get information of the caller information. Please note that it may not always work perfectly for all devices. All processing is done locally on your device and no information will be shared. Well, so if we go in and take a look at themes and appearance, you can see themes, sunrise is at 7:10 and sunset is at 4:51. So We can have a dark theme from sunset to sunrise, or we can just have a light theme all the time, a dark theme all the time. Also select dark. You see the dark theme there. System default, or we go dark and light at sunset and sunrise. Navigation bar and status bar. So we go into navigation bar. So we want to display phone, display voice command, display notification, navigation bar position in landscape is at the bottom. So you can see that at the bottom now. If I go in and change it and put it vertical, it doesn't seem to have changed, but maybe it will. We'll leave it at vertical for the minute, and I'm hoping that's going to go to one of the sides. Vertical navigation bar position left or right. So it's on left, so I'll put it on right. Maybe that's the bar we're talking about there. Okay, so if let's change it to left. Oh, I should be able to, no. Okay, so maybe that's not, so we'll leave it on left and see what happens there. Taskbar widget, choose between music widget, apps, selected music. So we just go into that. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any way of changing that. Oh, I see. So we got apps, so we can display the two apps, or we can select it and have music. So we're going to leave it at music. Status bar. Display battery. Display battery percentage, display weather, display clock. Okay, it all looks a little tiny bit, you know, you're not sure what you're doing, but I'm sure it's going to become more apparent. So let's just go back. Custom splash logo. Add a custom splash logo when you start. So that's the one we got. Could we just tap on it and have anyone? We say custom, display for 2 seconds, upload an image, and let's go for that one. So that's our custom splash logo. Launcher, which is beta. Home screen type, navigation map, or launcher. So if we say launcher, this feature you need to restart the app. Do you want to restart? So let's restart and see what happens. So there's our splash screen. And there's the launcher app. Now that's a little tiny bit better than what we had, isn't it? So we've got speed there, which is kilometers an hour, which I thought we changed. So anyway, let's go back in, and we were in settings. And I think it was in general. Oh no, it's gone back to miles km/h. So we'll reset that. And go back. And go back just so we can see. And it's in miles an hour. You've got your weather up to the top. Spotify, if we were to play sync. Press on that icon. Oh, so we gotta launch it first. Oh. So we actually got to go. So we've got to go out of a launcher to launch Spotify and come back in to to the launcher. I know it's playing. So if we go back now, we can control it. Fair enough. Okay. Right, let's go back into the settings and carry on down. It all feels a little tiny bit clunky. And I know I was told to, I was asked to give this app a little bit more time. So we're going to carry on. Media. Play music on start. Stop music on exit. Well, you'd be switching the car off, wouldn't you? So that sort of makes sense. Let's carry on down. So the language is obviously English. Use Google Assistant instead of the built-in voice commands. So I think that would probably be our preference. Startup. Start automatically when your phone connects to a Bluetooth device. Well, it'd be a head unit, wouldn't it? So you could set that, and then you allow the permissions, select which Bluetooth device. So it could be your head unit is looking for your phone. Do not disturb, enable do not disturb, and set media volume. So if we go into media volume, we can decide just quite how we want it. Let's go back and come down. So then we come into tutorials. So I've got a few bits of information. That's pretty much what we've been looking at, isn't it? And talks about TPMS. Okay, so we'll go back. Then we got the ability to rate the app. About, if we want to report an issue, send feedback. Send them an email. There is a forum. Let's have a quick look and see what the forum's like. So AutoZenApp.com. So it's active. 21st of August is the last reply I can see. Oh no, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So there are people active in it. Okay, so let's go back into, that was the forum, and then we got about, and then we got our legal information. And that's where you can disable data collection. So if you switch that off, data collection wouldn't happen anymore. Okay, so let's go back one more. So that's pretty much gone down through all of those settings. Let's go back one step further. So what else have we got there that maybe the weather is just... I'm actually in Cornwall, would you believe? I think that's more of a... Yeah. I'm exit. That actually exits the app, I think. Does it? Let's just try it. Yes, that exited the app. So let's bring ourselves back in. So I'm going to come down through, if I go into notifications, we have no notifications. If I go to the phone, so we could make a phone call if we wanted to. So we have the ability to make a call. So then complete action using, I'm going to say Google and Always. Navigate to London. Let's just see what happens here. So it goes into Google Maps. And as it did previously, it's going straight into Google Maps. Now if I was to go back into so end up with that. I know people have asked me to sort of give this benefit of the doubt, but I'm sort of struggling to really find anything I can really say I like about it. I've got an edit there, so we can edit all these different bits. Let's try and find out what we can do. So if I click on edit, I can change. So I can put Android widgets in there. TPMS. It is basic Android widget, so it's not. And speedometer is one of their widgets. Speed cameras. Okay. Apps. Speed limit. Warnings. Calendars. Compass. Clock. Okay. Let's just say we wanted to put a TPMS in there. You can see that all right. So every one has got, I'd imagine it's the same sort of widget. So if we just go change and bring that one up again, yeah. So that's the weather one, wasn't it? So yeah. That just brings in a little thing. Okay, right. So how do we come out of this? Tick. And that's how we do that. Now, the car doesn't really do a lot. We got second screen. So we got two screens, so we could modify it. We could have something totally different there, I suppose, if we click on edit. Interestingly though, I go to edit on that one. It's doing that now. So I get the option to change on that one, but I don't get the option to change on that one. Oh, so we can change our car as well. So you can see there we got an Audi Q3, which is the default one. Everything else is to purchase. Yeah, well, we got a VW and that's not even available. So we go back. No, I just wondered if it was going to appear in there then. I want to be as fair as I can with this, I really do. But I'm genuinely struggling to be able to say this is something I like. Let's go back. So we don't want to exit, but we want to tick that. So there you are, AutoZen. I think I've been as fair as I can be with it. I've gone through, we said there was a menu on the left-hand side. That must be the left-hand menu there with the music. So we could have put that on the other side as well. Yeah. For the type of money they're asking, I don't believe it's worth it. Unless I'm really missing something. Now, I'm going to have one last look. We've got weather, TPMS, diagram, music player. So if we were to click the music player, it just takes us straight into it. We click on the edit. That's just to add and remove apps. We went in there, so that's we've got ways, we've got settings, we've got calendar, maps, exit. There, I can't see anything else. I really can't see anything else that makes me want to say, yes, I like it. I really can't. Which is a shame. It is a shame. I suppose sometimes you got to look at these things and say, yeah, maybe I was right the first time when I looked at it. I certainly didn't give it enough chance the first time. I didn't go for it enough. But what do you think? What do you guys think? Do you really think I'm missing something? Is there something I should have been doing and I haven't? Have I really missed something major? Did we have to go for the next level up? Did we have to go for the premium version? How do we do that again? Settings, premium, because what haven't we got? We haven't got offline maps, so that's not going to make a difference to us at the moment. Point of interest search, that's not going to really make a difference to us. Display landmarks on the map, well, yeah, that's not going to make, but I don't even see built-in navigation powered by Mapbox. I've got to be missing something. I've got to be missing something, haven't I? I don't know. I don't know why. So we go into AutoZen. There is no navigation. There is no navigation. I just go there. No, if I go there, I also click there. Let's see if I can find any navigation at all. Weather, music, speedometer, speed cameras, apps. So you've got navigation. That just gives us, let's just check it a minute. So that just allows us to add apps. So that is not what we're looking for, is it? This is quite a, so if I click on edit there now, remove that, and then I add, let's carry on down. So we tried apps, which was down here a bit. So it's not apps. It's not going to be the speed limit. It's not going to be the calendar. It's not going to be the compass or clock. And that's everything there is. There are, well, unless I'm being really, really stupid, I cannot see a way of doing navigation. Pull it down from the top. No. Pull it from the side. No. Pull it from that side. Nope. Pull it up. So we have to go out into Google Maps. What have we got down and that's just bringing up our dev check. You can see it's not really pulling much from the processor, but it does. I don't know. I'm at a loss on this one. I really am at a loss. Let's go back. Go back in there. I am going to do one last bit of research on the web and come back and see if I can find a way of doing navigation, just to give it a totally fair chance. Okay, I said I wanted to be as fair as possible. I've had a little look online and can't really find much information at all, but I been back through the settings, And the only way I can see that you can have a navigation mode is by changing the launcher itself. So we go into the launcher mode, and that brings up this screen, but we're stuck in it. There is no other screen we can have. Now, if I go into the settings, I'll just show you what I did. I went into Maps and Navigation, and I set the default navigation to Waze. You can do Waze or Google Maps. That made no difference. So then I came down to Themes and Appearance, and you've got this home screen type. And you've got, if you click on it, you've got Navigation Map or Launcher Beta. Now the launcher is what we were looking at just now, and the navigation map is the other alternative. Now the launcher beta is highlighted there, but it doesn't do much. So if we go back in and we select it, we can customize so we'll say okay. We're going to go back in and customize that launcher setting now, so just bear with me while it goes for its settings again. Now we go back into settings and we come down to themes and appearances, launcher mode settings. So we can change a little tiny bit of it here. Customize launcher. So we got cockpit, whatever that is. And if we go in there, we can add shortcuts and add shortcuts. So that's pretty much all we can do with that one. Main screen type. So you can see here, we can change the screen. So we were looking at cockpit, but we can have map, speedometer, or cool walk. Now, cool walk, it's a beta again. So we're going to select that, then we're going to come out, we're going to come down and select our car, but obviously that's where you have to purchase, and we've already looked at that, so we don't want to be doing that. We're going to come back, and the map position, do you want it on the left or the right? You'd want it probably closest to you. For me, that's on the right. Other people, it would be on the left, wouldn't it? So there we are, that is the settings. So I'm going to go back out now, exit the app, reopen it. Okay, so here we are, we've got the screen, and now we'll search for something. And we've got a recent search there, Lost Surfers Cocktail Bar. Very nice cocktail bar if you're ever in the area. And thanks, that's a drink from Lost Surfers for free advertising. So it's using Google Waze here, you can see. Opens it up, preparing the voice. Okay, and that's just Waze. So if I was to go back into I don't know really. There's a little navigation icon there. What's that do? No. Well, there you have it. That, hopefully I've given it as a fair overview as I can. I don't like it. I think it's a bit clunky. Still in early development, there's a lot of beta there. But I think there's better out there at the moment. So I'm sorry guys to the developers, it's not for me. But maybe you guys think differently. Tell me what you think. Because you know, people are using it. We saw the forum, it's active. People are using it. So maybe I just need to spend more time on it. But for me, I don't think it's quite what I'm looking for. But it might be just what you're looking for. So hopefully this video has given you a bit of an insight into it. And for the ones who said I didn't give it enough chance, didn't look into it deep enough, hopefully I've looked into it a bit deeper now and been as fair as I possibly can. Tell me, was I fair? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Tell me down below. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. See you later. Bye.